Okay, here's another one we're going to look at. This is from the Facebook page of Senator Chris McDaniel, who's the senator from my home state of Mississippi. And this is in response to the January 21st Women's March that included over 3 million women worldwide. 3 million participants worldwide. It was known as the Women's March. And Chris McDaniel, in response to that, put on his Facebook page, "So a group of unhappy liberal women marched in Washington, D.C. We shouldn't be surprised. Almost all liberal women are unhappy. Perhaps there's a correlation. Nevertheless, I'm fascinated to see them exercise their First Amendment rights, however objectionable the message. But I do have a question. If they can afford all those piercings, tattoos, body paintings, signs, and plane tickets, then why do they want us to pay for their birth control?" Okay, so Senator Chris McDaniel is using some propaganda here. I'm going to let you pause and take a guess at which type of propaganda and logical fallacies he's using. Okay, so the first thing that he's done here that's a logical fallacy or propaganda technique is name calling or ad hominem attack. Okay, so he's decided that liberal is a negative quality, and so he's using this label liberal, but he's also pinned liberal to being unhappy, and he's got, this is an ad hominem attack on their appearance. He's trying to show that liberal women or women who are involved in the Women's March have piercings and tattoos and body paintings, and these are things that that the group he's trying to appeal to would find to be rather negative. Okay, so he's saying, look at them, they have tattoos and body paintings and piercings, don't listen to what they have to say. And in addition to that, there's a second type here. You could also argue that this is a straw man fallacy. It says, if they can afford all of these things, then why do they want us to pay for their birth control? Okay, so basically he has reduced the grievances of these 3 million people to simply they want us to pay for their birth control. Which is possibly one of the things on the platform of the people involved in the march. But you can't then overlook that there are a lot of other women's issues that are far less objectionable and far less easy to knock down. So this is a straw man. He's saying, oh, they just want us to pay for their birth control. But in actual fact, they're also marching about violence against women. They're marching against the pay gap for women. So there are some other issues involved that he's ignoring. Here's another piece of propaganda here. The propagandist here is using a logical fallacy or a propaganda technique. Take a minute if you want to take a guess. One piece of information you might need to know is that this is Ahamenijad, who was the leader of Iran recently. And so here he's being pictured in the same stance as Hitler, and this is asking you to transfer your very negative feelings about Hitler, which the propagandist assumes you have, and apply those negative feelings to Ahamenijad.